Okay, our lesson for today is all about circulatory system, page 10. Okay. Okay, so I think everybody knows that this one is your lesson in health subject with teacher Mary. So circulatory system, our body has an efficient transport network to carry nutrients, digested food, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Okay, transport network, meaning transport network is to carry all the nutrients, digested food, oxygen or carbon dioxide, and water and other minerals all over our body. So the transport network in humans called circulatory system. Okay, the transport network. Now listen, what do you mean by transport? Okay, what do you mean by transport?
ขนส่ง like delivery but not อะอุ้ยนี่พอคนกินมาม่า
Okay, transport meaning to carry something from one place to another place. Am I right? No, to carry something from one place to another place. And then this circulatory system is our transport network, meaning this circulatory system carries everything, carries the food, carries the nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, and other minerals throughout our body. Okay, now the circulatory system is also called cardiovascular system. Okay, so circulatory system or cardiovascular system. So what do you mean by the word cardio? Cardio means cardio means
คอร์ดิโอ
cardio means the heart. See, the word cardio means the heart. Vascular means the tube, meaning heart tube. Okay, again, I want to see in your vocabulary books, circulatory system, and cardiovascular system, cardiovascular. That one. This one, circulatory system and cardiovascular system. So I will erase it. Good. I will erase it. What happened, guys? Cancel. Okay. I will erase that one. No, I will erase first. I want to see the word cardiovascular and circulatory system in your vocabulary notebook. So I will use color red, and then my God. Okay, here, this one, circulatory system. I want to see this one. Cardiovascular system. I want to see this one. Also in your vocabulary notebook. Okay. Now you
Okay,
can
because you record.
you can highlight first. No, you can highlight. You can use highlighter. No, you can use highlighter like this. No, and it means cardio means heart and vascular means tube. Okay, here. Blood vessels. Blood vessels. What is this? I want to see this one also. I want to see this one in your vocabulary notebook. Blood vessels are tubes that carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body and back to the heart again. Okay? blood vessels are the tube. What is a tube? What do you mean by tube? Like that, no? Like that. A tube. What's that in Thai? Let's find that one in Thai. Google, help me. What is tube in Thai?
ประชุม
Prachum, that is meeting. Lord. ใช่ไหม this one ท่อ
พ่อเหรอดิเชอร์
ตัวนะ
ดิเชอร์ไม่รู้หรอ
ท่อ
I can hear it
can hear that one นะ again
พ่อท่อ
that one
เหรอ
you know that one
พ่อ
no if that is in the toilet or in the kitchen, the water will follow, right?
yes
The tube, T-U-B-E, tube, like that one. So the water will get inside, right? Like that, a tube. So that, what's that in Thai?
ท่อ
Thaw. What is the next of thaw? What's the next? Thaw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
โอ้ย
What is tube?
ท่อ
What is the next of thaw? 3, 4, 5.
โอ้ย
Okay. So serious. In serious note, tube. Again, our blood vessels is like a tube that carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body and back to the heart again. Okay? Because of the heart, we talked already of this one. Because of the heart, our blood moves because our heart is pumping. Like that, right? Oh, kay tot nakapong. So that is the work of the heart pumping. Oh, who is that? Okay, so why there is a question here? Why it has color red and color blue? Teacher, why the blood vessels has two color? It's red and it's blue. Again? Why are you laughing? What's that again? Why there is color blue and color red? Because it has two colors. Perfect. Oh my God. So ni Papon, everyone can see you in the YouTube because this is recorded, no? Eating the fork. Okay, now, so here, but I will explain that one later, why there is two colors. So at first, this one here, this is what we call artery. I want to see this one also in your vocabulary notebook. Capillaries, and vein, V-E-I-N, V-E-I-N. I want to know what is artery, capillaries, and vein. For those students here that wants to become a doctor, wants to become a nurse, wants to become
no
like one, so you will study this one. You will study artery, you will study capillaries, we will study vein. So I think who wants to become a nurse here?
I don't know also.
No, I think you don't know yet, no? You don't know what do you want for now. You don't know what do you want, okay? Now, so as I have said, maybe some of you in the future wants to become a nurse, and nurse are hero today. This
Yes.
time, no, they are hero. Doctors are
Yes.
hero. But today, do you know how many COVID cases in Bangkok? In Thailand?
Millions, thousand,
How many today?
1,000,
Huh?
7,000,
7,000. How many deaths? How many Thai? 70 up. No, 70. 72, I think. Let me see na. Let me see before we will proceed our lesson. So I have here. Huh? So here 75. Let's see na. I wait for a while. Okay. Today, yeah, we have 75 deaths and 7,058 new COVID cases. So that is very high. 75 deaths and 7,058 new COVID cases. Okay. Now, so that is very, very, no, I am afraid already to go out, but if I will not go out, they will not see my handsome face. That's the problem.
โอ้ยไม่อยากไปเลย
Okay. I'm just kidding because I know you are tired for today. Okay, here. The circulatory system is made up of blood, blood vessels, and heart. Three very important parts of this circulatory system. Number one, the blood vessels, and the heart. An important function of the circulatory system is to pump freshly oxygenated blood throughout the body. Okay? That is the work of the heart. Now, let's talk about blood. Blood, what is blood?
เลือด
Look at grade 6. This is not the monthly period na blood na. This is not monthly period blood. This is blood that is inside our blood vessels. Okay?
Yes, cells.
Okay. So blood, what is blood? Natanit siya? Natanit siya, what is blood in Thai?
เลือด teacher.
เลือด Okay, good. Blood flows around the body in the blood vessels. So this is the blood vessel. Look at the drawing. This one, this is the tube, no? The thaw, right? Thaw, the tube. Inside of that is the blood. Blood carries what? Oxygen. Carries oxygen, carries digested food, water, and nutrients needed by our body. Okay, needed by our body. So we need oxygen, we need food, we need water, we need nutrients needed for our body. What are the nutrients? Carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, right? Am I right? Yes, I saw it. We will talk about that one later. Now, meaning our blood is very, very important. Am I right? Because the blood carries oxygen, digested food, water, and nutrients that needed by our body. So it also carries waste. So not only good things, but they carry also the waste. What is waste? Kaya, no? They also carry waste such as carbon dioxide. So meaning, we talked about that one yesterday about our respiratory system, that the blood carries oxygen and carries what? Carries carbon dioxide also. Blood is made up of four main parts. Four na? Namely, plasma. I want to see that one.
Plasma.
Red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Everything in here, I want to see in your vocabulary notebook. Okay, here na.
Stop telling me.
Okay, I want to see that one.
I can go out and come back there,
Yes. Okay, over there. Okay, look at the drawing that you have in page 12. Page 12. White blood cells are involved in the defense of the body against foreign invaders such as bacteria and viruses. So I explained this one. I gave you a hint yesterday. And those are what we call, I asked you yesterday, what are the two kinds of blood? You said white blood cells and red blood cells. The white blood cells fights the viruses and bacteria. So here, this is the one that I am saying. Here, this one, the white blood cells are involved in defense of the body, meaning fights against the foreign invaders such as bacteria and viruses. So I will ask you a question later. What blood fights bacteria and viruses? Okay? So if you can see the drawing here, that one, that is the white blood cells. Now, let's proceed. The plasma, what is plasma? Plasma makes us the bulk of the liquid portion of the body. Nutrients, digested food, and carbon dioxide are transported in the plasma. Plasma, what is plasma in Thai? Plasma, it's like a liquid, no? It's a liquid. It's like a sticky one. The sticky one, and that one, the liquid portion of the blood, no? Nutrients.
Plasma is namnong or not? I'm not sure.
Okay. So we have plasma in the blood that carries nutrients, and digested food and carbon dioxide are transported in the plasma. Okay? So plasma is very important. Okay? Red blood cells. Red blood cells carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. So two kinds of blood, not two kinds of blood, two parts of the blood. Is this parts? Components, the plasma and the red blood cells carries carbon dioxide. Okay? So plasma carries carbon dioxide, digested food, and nutrients. So the red blood cells also carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. Look at the red blood cell. What's that? I think the blood that you are eating. Do you eat blood?
No.
Blood of pork?
Yes.
No.
You don't eat. Who eats blood?
Is like the kuchi, teacher.
Yeah, no, it's like very soft.
Yes.
Very soft, but I don't eat blood. I don't eat blood.
Yes, I'm also.
What happened? It's like we are living in the forest. Rest. I am handsome. Sam.
โอ้ยหัวเราะไม่ได้เลยแฮนซัมเนี่ย
The computer is a lamphong or teacher.
Yarin
No,
ka.
I don't know how to open your microphone in common, teacher.
Okay. Platelets are cell fragments which are required for blood to clot. Okay, platelets are cell fragments which are required for blood to clot. So I will talk about the platelets now. So for example, the platelets, if we are talking about platelets, it's like they are checking our platelets, especially if we are if we have fever, no, because that is very important. I will search what is platelets first. Platelets. So platelets is uh are made of bone marrow. It's like that, no? Oh, wait for a while. Give blood. Okay, here. So platelets, what are platelets in blood? So these are small, colorless, no color at all, cell fragments in our body that form clots and stop or preventing bleeding. Now, if we cut ourselves, no, accidentally by using a knife, so this platelet will stop the bleeding, okay. So for example, Patira slice the arm, pack, like that, for accidentally na, like for example, peeling a mango, and then pack, the blood is coming out, and then suddenly after 5 minutes the blood stops. Okay, why? Because of the platelets. Okay, the platelets are made in in our bone marrow and sponge like tissues inside our bones. So this what we call platelets stops the bleeding, stops the blood to come out, like that. So that is very important, no?
Oh,
Understand?
yes, yes.
Okay, that one is the platelet. That is the work of platelet. Do you know why blood is red?
Why? Why?
Before this, I think it's have many
Because the color is red.
Do you know why blood is red? This
have
red
many
color
cells.
is due to the red blood cells. Red blood cells have a pigment called hemoglobin. So I want to see that one in your
Vocabulary.
vocabulary notebook.
The what?
Hemoglobin. This
Teacher,
one.
this
Huh?
This
I will
one.
tell
This one.
Just a moment,
Hemog
please. What the word?
hemoglobin.
Where?
In the going further, look at my screen.
and
Hemoglobin.
Teacher,
This, yes.
teacher, if unit 1, the vocabulary is many than 25 words can also.
How many vocabularies you have now?
23 already.
Okay. We will stop 25.
Okay.
If you have 25 already, then do not put this one, okay? Now,
Okay.
hemoglobin. So this pigment allows the red blood cells to transport oxygen. When hemoglobin binds to oxygen, it forms oxyhemoglobin, which is bright red substance. So why the blood is color red? Because of the word hemoglobin. Okay? Hemoglobin. 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 Okay? That is the answer, hemoglobin. Let's talk about blood vessels. So we already talked about the blood, now the blood vessels. So in our blood, I will put it here na. I love putting like this. Okay na? New share, Microsoft Whiteboard, circulatory system. Circulatory system. composed of, number one, the blood, right? The blood has 4. I hope you are writing there. Can you see my whiteboard? The blood has plasma, has red blood cells, RBC, red blood cells, WBC, white blood cell, and what's another one? Plasma, white blood cells, red blood cells, and 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 what? And the
Carbon.
my chai. And the platelets. Okay, that is very important. Na in the blood, we talk four components. Number one, plasma, RBC or red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Okay, red plasma makes up the bulk of liquid portion of the blood. Plasma carries oxygen, digested food, and carbon dioxide. No oxygen. Carbon dioxide, nutrients, and digested food. Red blood cells carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, I will put it here now, especially red blood cell. Red blood cells carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. White blood cells fights bacteria and viruses. Okay? Platelets stops or prevent blood clotting or bleeding. Prevents bleeding. Plasma carries nutrients, digested food, and carbon dioxide.
White water. The white blood
cell fight what? Bacteria and viruses. Bacteria and virus. 1. So again, red blood cells carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. White blood cells fight bacteria and viruses. Platelets prevent bleeding or stop bleeding. I mean, bleeding means the blood will come out from our body. No? Prevent means stops. So platelet stops the bleeding. Plasma carries. Carry. What is carry? What is carry? Carry means? Carry nutrients, digested food, and carbon dioxide transported into the plasma. Okay. Understand? Now,
Yes.
can I erase? So, blood has 4 na? Blood has 4. Number 2 about the circulatory system is all about blood vessel. Okay, number 2.
เปิดดูอะไรพี่ดูไลน์ว่าที่ชื่อส่งอะไรมาในไลน์เมื่อกี้
Oh. Who is that?
Ê, vậy luôn làm lại ạ.
Okay.
ไงเหรอ
อันเนี้ยผมพูดเรื่องนี้นั่นแหละ
Okay. Blood vessels. Okay, blood vessel number 2 na. Blood flows through all the parts of our body through the tube called blood vessels. There are 3 main types. 3. This one is 3. Number 1, artery. Number 1 is artery. Number 2 is vein. And number 3 is capillary. There are three. Okay, we will stop it here in the capillary today. So we will talk about blood vessels today. So we talk about circulatory system. We talk about four categories, four components of blood. Now, the plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and the platelet. And then now, the blood vessels, which are the artery, the vein, and the capillary. Okay, we will talk about that one. The last lesson, the last topic for today. Let's go back to the book. Okay, that one. Blood vessels. That one. Blood flows through all parts of our body through tubes. What is tube? To. To siya may to.
ท่อ
Am I right?
อ๋อ
To. To. That is what we call blood vessel. So that is the road, pentanon, pensapan, or the bridge of our blood. That look at the drawing page 13. Look at that one. Inside of that is our blood here. No? See that? So meaning our blood is that is the road, that is the way of our blood here inside. So this is what we call the tube, no, the tube or the blood vessel. Do not be confused about vein, capillary, and artery. All of them are blood vessel. Okay? All of them are blood vessels. That's why the blood vessels composed of capillary, veins, and artery. Now let's talk the three. Let's talk the three. Number one, artery, vein, and capillary. Let's talk about that one. So if you can see, the artery here, the vein here, and the capillary is in the middle. So let's talk about that one. The arteries, okay, listen na. The arteries carry oxygen, rich blood away from the heart. Again, arteries carries oxygen. That is why it is color red. Understand? That is why it is color red, because it's from the heart, meaning the blood is full of oxygen that time. Understand? Okay? The arteries carry oxygen rich blood away from the heart, meaning it's from the heart going to the parts of the body. They have thick, what is thick?
หนา
Muscular walls to withstand the high pressures. Why it should be thick? Because it is very near to the heart. The heart is giving pressure. What is pressure? Kwamden mang.
ฮะ
Pressure.
Just a moment.
Okay, sure.
Absorptive.
Kwamden.
That's sure.
Kwamden mang,
ความ
kwamden.
ดันหรือเปล่า
Kwamdan, dan.
Sure.
อ๋อ my father is a pressure so
Yes, because
That's sure.
Teacher, what is
wait for a while,
the
teacher Sopon is calling. Hello, teacher Brian, I have a class, teacher. Tap nang.
What time are you gonna arrive the school?
Teacher, maybe 3:30 like that. Teacher, I have class until 3:30.
Thank you, Vincent.
Okay, teacher.
Sorry.
Okay, pressure. Sorry guys. Teacher Sopon is calling. Pressure is kwamdan.
ความดัน
teacher.
Kwamdan, no? So that pressure, why artery is should be thick, because it is near from the heart, no? So and the heart is pumping, meaning there is what we call pressure from the heart, meaning if, for example, if you are playing the water, if you are washing the dishes, and the water is flowing down, right? Flowing down from here. If you put your hand, your finger over there, what will happen to the water?
The water will flow down.
No, I mean when you open the water, for example, the water will come out here, right? You put your finger there. What happened to the water?
Water will stop come
No,
out.
not stop. Cannot stop. You cannot stop the water.
Water
Meaning
will
the
not come
the
out.
water.
The floor will wet.
No,
Will
the water will become strong, right?
Yes.
Right? The water becomes strong. That is what we call pressure.
Papaya.
Okay. That is what we call pressure. Now, if that is very near to the heart, there is what we call pressure of the blood. That's why the artery should be thick, muscular, so that it can stand against high pressure. Understand? So blood vessels further away from the heart have smaller, thinner branches known as capillaries. Okay? Thin, smaller, and thinner branches. The middle here, it's the sapan, it's the bridge. Capillaries supply what? Supply blood to all parts of the body. If we will go back to the page, what page is that? The first page, that one. Look at that one. Look at the small veins. I mean, small blood vessels in our body. That is what we call capillaries. Okay? That one. Now, let's continue. So this one is very interesting for me, but I don't know for you. Okay? The walls of capillaries are one cell thick. These allow nutrients and oxygen and carbon dioxide to pass through easily. So that's why it is small, so that the nutrients and oxygen can go to the small parts going to our body. So blood from the capillaries flows to the veins. Veins carry blood back to the heart. They are thinner and have less muscular walls than the arteries because blood pressure in the veins is lower. So if we will go back here, okay, look at this one. Look at the drawing here. See the drawing? What page is this? See the drawing, the man? Page 11.
Yes.
If you will look at color red, that is what we call artery, right? That artery, the color red, that's why I am answering the question, the first question that I give you. Why it has color red and it has color blue. Color red because the artery carries oxygen, right? Going to the parts of the body. After that, it will pass the oxygen, okay na? From the heart. I will put it here. From the heart, the blood goes to the artery. The artery goes to the blood goes to the capillaries. One, capillaries. After capillaries, it will go to the vein. Okay? From the heart, the heart will pump the blood going to the artery, going to the capillaries, and going to the vein and back to the heart. That's why if you will see the color red in that picture in page 11, that is what we call the artery. And somewhere there, the capillaries and the artery join together, going to our vein and go back to our heart. Do you understand? That's why it is color blue. The vein is color blue because there is low of oxygen remain. Understand? That's why that the blood carries carbon dioxide already. Understand?
Yes, teacher.
Carries carbon dioxide already. That is why the vein is color blue. And the artery is color red because the blood carries a lot of oxygen that time. Understand? Okay. No questions. Why we have capillaries, why we have artery, why the artery is color red, why the vein is color blue. No question about that.
I will copy for teacher.
I will go to the whiteboard so that you will understand.
Okay.
Okay, whiteboard here. Okay. Now, that one, the blood vessels are the tube, no? We have 3 blood vessels. What are the 3 blood vessels? Number 1, the artery. Next, the capillaries. Next is the vein. Now, the oxygen pumped by the heart goes to our artery. That artery should be thick so that it can stand against pressure. So this is oxygen. Then that blood will go to our vein. In the halfway of the vein, the oxygen becomes carbon dioxide. Okay? That carbon dioxide, the oxygen becomes carbon dioxide. And that blood that has carbon dioxide, it will carries by our vein, go back to the heart. Understand? As easy as that. As easy as that. Vein. Okay? Again, the oxygen, the blood that has oxygen comes from our heart, pumps by the heart, goes to the artery, goes to the vein. In this vein, the oxygen becomes carbon dioxide, and then that carbon dioxide carries going to the vein and goes back to the heart. Kauzai. Okay, so that is all for today. I will be back later for our math class in 5, 4,